Hey everybody, we're looking at Horseshoe Indianapolis. We got 8 races today, Thursday, May 25th. My name's Dave May. I'm the creator of Thorostat, the Twitter handle at Thorostat, the YouTube at Thorostat, NHC Tour player, been on the tour for a couple of years. Use Stats Race Lens to dive into races using speed figures, some angles, as well as pedigree analysis. To more effectively cut through the noise of handicapping. I give a top four out to bettors, and I play myself. Win in place, typically I recommend on the top selection, exactas and tries box with the top four. I play pick threes. I roll them on big days. I play pick fours, depending if I can find some value or not. Play them however you normally play. I'm not recommending playing every race and every bet. Let's be smart about it. Play however you normally do, and you normally wager if you do. And then hopefully my insight analysis and just how I kind of dig through the PPs using Stats Race Lens either help you throw out a favorite, add a horse that you never thought about with kind of the angles I have and use, or if it helps you kind of pinpoint a horse and circle and say that's the horse I'm going to single. Hopefully all of that happens. It's going to be a little bit for different people. So I'm going to dive into race one here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Race one here at the Horseshoe, maiden special weight, 6 furlongs, Indiana breds. Looks like we got some early speed here between the 6 and the 7. I'm going to unfortunately go with the chalk. Shanghai Express, the 7 as our top selection here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. The 6 also has some early speed. It's faster than what the ones produced. So I'm going to stay with the 6, Little Miss Sassy Pants, as our second selection. I play feeders. I finished in the top 5 here, Horseshoe Indianapolis, on Thursday. And won a feeder seat to the NHC for Friday. So I'm going to be playing those top 2. Lucky Linda W is going to be in our top 4 as well. And the 5, Mean Elenita. Top selection though, going to be the chalk to start the card. Shanghai Express, the 7. The 6, Little Miss Sassy Pants. The 1, Lucky Linda W. And the 5, Mean Elenita. Race 1, Horseshoe Indianapolis, 7, 6, 1, and 5. Race 2, Horseshoe Indianapolis, maiden claiming. We're looking at I believe the 8 here is going to win. Got some early speed. Slows down a bit, but early speed's faster than what the 1's showing here late. So we're going to go with the 8 Action Seeker as our top selection here at the Horseshoe. The 1, I believe, is going to hang on for second, Timely Prospect. The 2 is going to be in the mix, and I think the 7, Woody the Bid Spotter, is going to be in our top 4, and then the 2 here, favorable return. Our top selections are going to be the 8, our top pick, Action Seeker, 1, Timely Prospect, 7, Woody the Bid Spotter, 2, favorable return, 8, 1, 7, and 2, race 2 at Horseshoe. Race 3, Horseshoe Indianapolis, maiden special, 1.70 on the main track. We've got some early speed with this 8 and 9. I think they'll be in the mix there. I think we're gonna have some late horses running on here. I'm gonna go with the 4 morning line, 5 to 1. We know how these odds can be at Horseshoe. This horse is gonna be 5 to 1, 7 to 2, or fuck, it could be 25 to 1. Who knows? But we're gonna go with the value here. Got to beat the favorites. We're going to play this in the feeder for the NHC. So 4, Ice Time, top selection, morning line 5 to 1. The 9, is okay. We'll use it in our trifecta as well as our pick four. But I'm going to go with the 6, the motto, as our second selection, the 8, Southern Sunset, and then to wrap out our top four, the 9, Risky Choice. Our top four, top selection, Morning Line 5-1, Ice Time, the 4, the 6, the motto, 8, Southern Sunset, and the 9, Risky Choice. Top four shown here in our sheet. Race 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. Race 4, Horseshoe Indianapolis, mile and a 16th on the turf. First turf race, maiden special weight of the day. Got 10 horses. Maiden specials, we're going to dive in to the PPs, let these load for a second, and see if there's any value in these PPs before we just look at speed figures. There's not going to be much to look at on the figures anyway. The 4 has a sharp gate work. 6, second time starter, second time Lasix. 4 and 6 we're going to look at. 8, Dynaformer Mare. It's going to probably be our top pick. 4, 6, and 8 so far. Came third, second time Lasix. All right. Our top selection, this 8, is pretty fast, pretty close to the speed figures here. Our top selection is going to be the 8 Orby 1. I know that there is this 5 here with some late speed. The 4 is a first time starter, and the 6 surprised me a bit. I'm going to go with the 4 Creative Way. 4 doesn't know what it doesn't know. Let me just jump into the PPs again. I had a gate work, so should stay clear. First time Lasix, first time starters. Joe Sharp, 15 and 17% respectively. And then this 6 here has Farron Peterson instead of Marcelino Pedroza. So we're going to go with the 4 Creative Way as our second choice. The 6 Next in Line, and the 5 Two Rivers Over, who will be the favorite to wrap out and round out our top 4. Top selection, Dynaformer Mare here on the turf at Horseshoe Indianapolis. The 8 Orby 1, the 4 Creative Way, 6 Next in Line, the 5 Two Rivers Over. Top 4 shown in our sheet here. Race 4, 8, 4, 6, and 5 here at the Horseshoe. Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 5, maiden special weight, 6 furlongs. The 3's the odds-on favorite. I'm playing this race in a tournament with 2 entries, so I got to try to beat this 3 for some value. The 2 has some early speed. 7 looks like it moves late. All around the class rating here in the pace figure. So for some value, I like the 7-2 morning line on the 7 with that middle to late speed. Hopefully the 3 gets into some trouble in this 8-horse field. I'm going to take the 7 Angel Way on top in race 5. And then I'm going to just for uh, the early speed figures here. Maybe this 2 runs off with it. Doesn't run much late, but one of the only early speed horses here at morning line 30-1. 10 little victories. Crazy things happen at the Horseshoe. I'm going to take the 3 in our top 4, as well as the 1 My Gal Justice. Has some late to mid speed here. Top selection, morning line 7-2, Angel Way, the 7, the 2, 10 Little Victories, the 3, the morning line favorites, Sierra Empire, and the 1, My Gal Justice. Top 4 here in race 5, 7, 2, 3, and 1. Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 6, mile maiden claiming event on the turf. Full field of probably 10 here. We're going to dive into the PPs, see if anything stands out to us in any equipment changes since they're maiden claiming, any breeding angles that stand out to us that may outweigh to help us find some value here in this race of roughly 10 horses. We'll see if anyone draws in. Blinkers on for the 5, 6, I mean. Hootenanny, Wesley Ward, Bread. Point of entry, the 9. All right. We are going to lean into this 5 late speed. 5 and 4, I think, are going to run down the field here. Um, we're going to take the 5 on top here, Versatile. Over the 4 on the turf, Stealth Mission. The 8, Mamba Forever. The 10, Civil Rights Legend. And then if there's a scratch, add the 9 as a 5th option here because of the point of entry on the turf. Morning line 20-1 if you want a spicy, exotic, exacta, and trifecta. Our top selection here, Versatile the 5, 4, Stealth Mission, the 8, Mamba Forever, the 10, Civil Rights Legend. If there's a scratch of those 4, throw in the 9 as a price play here in the exotics and potentially the pick 4. Top 4 though, 5, 4, 8, and 10. Caveat, if there's a scratch, add the 9 here in race 6 at the Horseshoe. Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 7, 6 furlong allowance race. Looks like we've got some early speed with this 8 and 1 speed dueling out here. The 4 is going to be the favorite. I don't see how it's going to run down this 1 here. I'm going to take a long shot here on top. Let me look at this 8 again. 76, 73. I think the 8 and the 4 are super vulnerable. Look at them down here in this late speed. I'm going to take the 1. Give me fuel, give me fire. Not a Metallica fan, but this horse definitely has some late speed. The 2, because it also runs close to the speed class pace figures here at this distance and at this class. The 2, Victor's Deal, is going to be our top 2 since we're playing in a tournament as well. The 4, I think we'll close into it a bit, maybe get stuck in the middle of the pack. I'm going to take the 8 in our top 4 spoke, and the 4 follow the money. Our top selection, morning line 8-1, give me fuel, give me fire, the 1. The 2, Victor's Deal. The 8, Spoke, who's the favorite. The 4, Follow the Money. Looking here, we've got race 7. Top 4 selections are 1, 2, 8, and 4. Race 8, Horseshoe Indianapolis, 7.5 furlong, starter optional claiming on the turf. Going to be the last race for us. We're not going to do race 9, which is a quarter horse race, typically the last 1 or 2 of the day at Horseshoe R. We've got 10 horses. Before we look at the speed figures, we're going to do what we normally do, jump into the past performances of the PPs here, see if there's any equipment changes, angles that are dug in here, filters that I have saved, or even some progeny results with the dams and the sires. Gonna just click through here and see if I see anything that stands out on the breeding side of things. first. This 9 looks interesting. This 10, what the city's at mare. 9 and 10, I'm just going to take a peek and see if it's, if they're tied with anyone, it may give them a little bump in my eyes. 9 is running 96 on the front end. Yep, just because of the pedigree, I'm going to lean into it. I'm going to choose the 9 Polka Polenta as our top selection. It's got some early speed, 7.5 furlongs on the turf. I'm going to take the 10 Major Sparks, even though they're kind of close here between the two. The 10 is our second selection. The 2 Firewater Jake is going to close into it. Need to try to beat him. And then our fourth selection here is going to be the 6 Solitaire Game to round out our top 4 in the finale for us here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Top selection, the 9 Polka Polenta, the 10 Major Sparks, the 2 Firewater Jake, the 6 Solitaire Game, round out our top 4. Final race, race 8, 9, 10, 2, and 6 here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Thanks again. Name's Dave, the creator of Thorostat. Follow us on Twitter at Thorostat. Follow us and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube at Thorostat, Thorostat. Hopefully you play along. Going to go through the final total races, top selections. Race 1, the 7. Race 2, the 8. Race 3, the 4. Race 4, the 8. Race 5, the 7. Race 6, the 5. Race 7, the 1. And race 8, the 9 here. Thanks again. Good luck on Thursday at Horseshoe. Hopefully you play some other cards of ours too. We got 4 tracks going. Good luck, and let's have a great Thursday.